The TinCaps are hot and we have a lot to talk about for promotions and special theme nights. This is the Core Report. Welcome to homestand number 8. This is the Core Report. Chris Darby, Morgan Olson, Derek Decker here. We've got the whole crew ready to talk about the second half of the season. MLB, the break halfway through the season is already passed. We're looking forward to the end of the season here now.
It's nuts to me. I feel like I've blinked and it's the middle of July now, so it's going pretty quick.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe. We're already pretty good way into the second half, and the TinCaps are playing really well right now.
They are. They're a lot of fun to watch. We're going to talk about them here in a little bit, but let's talk about some of the big highlights when it comes to the special nights here at Parkview Field. We kind of had the biggest game of the year. I think we kind of consider it that with being the 4th of July. Huge crowd here.
Oh yeah, we had over 8,500 people here in the ballpark, so that is always one of my favorite ones just because people are here to watch the fireworks. They're here to have all of our special promos that night, and it's a really fun time at the ballpark.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody who came out and enjoyed that with us. A lot of families, a lot of friend groups, a lot of reunion type things that happen only on the 4th of July. It's such a special way to celebrate Independence Day. What's better than baseball and fireworks, right? We also had probably my favorite, maybe potentially favorite theme night of the year with TV Sitcom Night and Kate Flannery being here.
Yeah, so that was one of my favorite things that we got to plan and execute. We had Leslie David Baker Stanley from The Office last year. This year we had Kate Flannery, who played Meredith Palmer. So she came, did a VIP meet and greet. She threw a first pitch. She was able to do an on-field promo with freeze frame and then doing a public free meet and greet. So she was super awesome. She was energetic the whole entire time, screaming in her photos, just making everyone laugh and smile. So that was really awesome. A
lot of energy here at the ballpark with her. She brought it with us, or brought it to us, I guess, as she went around here and met with so many different people. Very, very cool. And real quick shout out, if you go to her Instagram page, Kate Flannery, the real Kate Flannery, she posted a picture with Johnny dressed up as Michael Scott, different elements from different episodes, and it's gotten thousands and thousands of reactions on the Instagram page, which is pretty cool to see.
Hey, we do promo nights right, and she agrees.
I think so. That's awesome. Let's look ahead to our current homestand, 90s night. This is something that we've been looking forward to for a while, Morgan.
Oh yeah, Fort Wayne locals, we know it, we love it, and everyone always asks us when we're gonna play as the Wizards, when we're gonna have Wizards merch in the store, and so it's finally here. So on Friday, so this Friday, we are playing as the Fort Wayne Wizards. Throwback, we've got our pinstripe jerseys, so the guys are excited about this one. So just a throwback to what it used to look like. I know this is the game, what we used to see when we went to games on the field. Right. We've got Wayne and Dinger might be making an appearance that day, so that one's also very exciting. We also have a Wayne the Wizard bobblehead that is available in the team store starting July 21st. So those are first come, first serve. I have a feeling they're gonna be out pretty fast. So if you guys are here at the game or we still have them in stock, go get them now because they're gonna go fast.
Yeah, and you mentioned, it's important to note, we will have Wizards merch, especially those hats that everybody asked about, shirts, and those bobbleheads in the Orchard Team store starting on Friday night. Very, very cool. Derek, what's it like for you to think about these players being born after the 90s?
Yeah, it's so interesting. You know, there's such a wide range of guys on this team, but you bring up going back to games at the Castle. It's certainly a part of my childhood, walking out from the closed-off concourse and walking out into the sunlight. Really awesome place to be, and tons of great memories there for me as a kid.
They're going to be very cool to be able to celebrate that here at Parkview Field. Rounding out this homestand, Paw Patrol Day.
Yes, so this is the first time that we're doing a Paw Patrol Day night. A lot of kids are excited about it. It's one of the big Nickelodeon shows now. So Chase and Marshall are gonna be here doing a meet and greet. Every 30 minutes, they're gonna swap out. So you get to meet one or the other or both if you take your time. Guys will be wearing jerseys on the field that are Paw Patrol themed. We're actually gonna be giving those away on our TinCaps Win program, so people can go through that, and then we'll have a lot of on-field stuff. So excited to get all those costumes and just different things. It's very geared towards the kids, and I can't wait for it.
It's one of the coolest jerseys we've done here. We do a lot of specialty jerseys over the years, but there's something funny about having like the kids cartoon on these players that brings this cool thing. You know, they might be adult sizes, but they're wearing these fun, cool kids characters.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. Looking forward into August. Can't believe we're already in August. A lot of special nights there as well, but a couple of the returning ones that have always been popular, Princess Night and Star Wars.
Yep, so Princess Night, we have our tradition of having out different princesses at the ballpark. They'll be up on the South Plaza as fans walk in. It makes it feel like Disney. It's super awesome to see that. And then they'll be doing a meet and greet during the game, like we've done out in the event center. So that one is always fun for everybody. It's become a tradition here. I feel like if we don't have it on the schedule, something's wrong. So that one's always very exciting. And then we also have our Star Wars coming up. So that one, we have the 501st, different characters. We might be taking on the persona of the bad guys this year. So that jersey will release soon, and that one is actually going to go up for auction, and it's going to go, proceeds are towards Make-A-Wish Foundation. So we always partner with them for our Star Wars night. It's a very close relationship with Star Wars and the 501st and everything like that.
For dates on all of those and the details and all that, TinCaps.com. Looking forward to the first weekend in August, something we've actually been looking forward to for a very long time. We now sit in the off season, and now it's almost finally time for the Hoosier State Tenderloins. The TinCaps taking on a new persona.
Oh yeah, so everyone knows it tried to pass a bill. The Tenderloin is almost the Indiana State Sandwich. So we started coming up with this a couple years ago, and we're excited to finally have it come out onto the field. So you've got the hat with the giant Tenderloin, the Indiana State flag, and then we've also got the jersey, possibly, I say this every single time, but this is probably my favorite jersey in TinCaps history. Got the giant sandwich again. What's really cool about in all of the red stripes, we have every single county that is in Indiana. So if you're not from Allen County or somewhere else, definitely try to see if you can find your county on there. We've also got elements of carnival themed things on the sleeves, just a lot going on, and it is so beautiful to me. What's really cool about this weekend, so Thursday through Sunday, if you go out on our center field concourse, we'll have all the different kind of fair rides, different games and different things like that. Maybe not having a big ride, you might say, but there's different fair elements. So that's really cool. The Tenderloins are going to be here, obviously, serving those up. So just make sure it's not just a TinCaps game. It's also kind of like a fair going out experience of wanting to check that out too.
And we talk about this cool hat and the cool jersey. Those are available in the Orchard Team store, so make sure you get your merch for this day. Derek, what do you think about kind of capping off summer with a little fair fun?
Yeah, it's awesome. First of all, I think it captures the Indiana summer experience maybe better than anything else. But also, I think I'm going to have trouble keeping my weight down over the course of the weekend because I'm going to have to limit myself to one Tenderloin a day. But I cannot wait. It is going to be an awesome weekend. I absolutely love the jersey design. The counties being incorporated in the stripes, one of the neatest things I think that the TinCaps have ever done on a jersey.
Yeah, plenty of fried food, right?
Yeah.
The best time to do it. Like I said, all that available at the Orchard Team store. You can get your tickets for all those games coming up first weekend of August at TinCapsTickets.com. That's the official spot to get those tickets. And of course, a little other plug here for the social media. You can follow us on all of them, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and now Threads at TinCaps. Just look for at TinCaps and you'll see all the stuff that we have coming up. We'll be talking about baseball here in just a minute.
Circle your calendar for the TinCaps Princess Night at Parkview Field on Tuesday, August 1st, featuring fireworks and $2 concession options. Tickets start at just $7.
Coming back to Parkview Field here in the second half of the season, the TinCaps are just hot, hot, hot. A lot of fun games to watch here as they contend to be one of the top teams in the league, game in and game out at this point now, right? It's been a lot of fun to watch. A couple big games here. The last homestand we were here, Derek.
Oh, no question about it. The team has just played excellent. You look at a group right now that is playing the best baseball in the league, and that even includes Great Lakes, who blew everybody out of the water in the first half in the Eastern Division. Right now, the team took 5 out of 6 in the last homestand from West Michigan, a team that was very strong in the first half. And again, not only are they winning games, they're winning in a very exciting way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of those very exciting ways. 4th of July, and then we rounded out with that Sunday game on that last homestand. Very exciting.
Yeah, Nerwillian Cedeno has bounced back in an incredible way. He had the walk-off hit on July 4th in front of 8,500 plus here at Parkview Field. And then on the Sunday game, Marcos Castañon hit one into the gap for the game-winning walk-off hit in 11 innings. Just a bonkers game from start to finish. Castagnone actually had 3 game-winning hits over the course of 1 week, 2 on the homestand and then 1 going back to the last series at Lake County.
Well deserved. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, what was awesome about that Sunday game was I was up in the press box and you're just, every time Marcos got up to bat, you're like, what's he gonna do this time?
Right.
And what was crazy is right after that walk-off hit in the gap, it was, don't touch him. He was just short of the cycle. All he needed was a triple, so we were like, just keep running to third, just touch it and we'll count it. But then he dove and it was just, the celebration was awesome, especially after 11 innings.
Still well-deserved award coming to him as well.
Yeah, he was the Midwest League Player of the Week. It was actually the first time the TinCaps have had a Player of the Week since early in last season, and Castagnone hit over 500 for the week. Excellent, excellent stuff. The average was there, the numbers toward the top of the league all week long. He was outstanding and can't wait to see what he does in the future.
One player missing from the remarkable weekend here at Parkview Field, Jackson Merrill, but there's a good reason for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no question. He was actually in the All-Star Futures game, second ever TinCap, going back to last year with Robert Hassel. This year, Jackson Merrill gets in the mix, and he had an outstanding day, really enjoyed the experience overall.
John Nolan went first to third with Jackson right before he took off for Seattle.
Touching base with TinCap shortstop Jackson Merrill. And Jackson, first off, thanks for taking some time here. How has your time been in Fort Wayne and calling Parkview Field home?
It's been amazing. It's a really nice stadium, a lot of good fans, so I feel like it's been a good place to call home for the past couple months.
For sure, and hard to believe now, but just about 2 years since you were drafted by the Padres in the first round. How do you feel like you've developed over these last couple of years?
I feel like my development has gone way farther than I ever expected. I'd say that I originally intended on going to college, so then when I got into pro ball, it was a whole different world. Everything's baseball. There's no school, there's nothing. So now that I've become so invested in the game, it's honestly like, it's my life now. I love it.
Speaking of school, I know you were raised in a household with a couple of educators, your mom and dad, Jenny and Josh. I know you've been praised by the likes of Bob Melvin for being a real student of the game. How do you feel like maybe your family upbringing influenced you in that way?
I mean, yeah, they're both teachers. They both kind of got on my case a lot about doing my work, so I feel like that might have translated into the game of baseball, as I love to just get out here and grind and do whatever it takes to get better at the game. I love studying the game, studying everything I can to get an advantage, get ahead on the opponents, but yeah, there's nothing more I'd rather be doing. So.
And following up on that, even though we're more than 8 hours away from where you grew up in Maryland, we've seen your family and friends come from a long distance to catch you here in the Midwest. What kind of relationship do you have with your family?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty close to my family. A lot of family lives real close to us in Maryland, just my mom's side. My dad's side lives in all different places, so when they get to come out, it's even more special. But yeah, I'd say that the support of them and support of my friends has been a huge help along the way.
Yeah, the Merrill Madness has been a lot of fun to watch. This is your home on the field here at shortstop, and so fans can check out your numbers offensively, and they really impress people, but I know scouts love the way you play shortstop too. What do you like about this spot?
I just love how it's kind of the primary position people call it, but I also love how I'm in the middle of everybody. I like being the kind of the glue that holds the team together. It's a really fun way to just get out here and show what I have at short. And people said that I'd probably move to third or move to second somewhere smaller, but I really put the work in to stay here. I like this position. I don't really want to move.
Yeah, well, again, fun to see you out there in the field as well as in the batter's box. And coming up now, you're going to be on your way to the Futures game in Seattle. What are you excited about for that experience?
I'm excited to play with everybody that's been ranked as like the top prospects, just see the good competition that's out there. Playing the fall league a little bit with a bunch of these guys, so it'll be fun to see some of them again. See my buddy James Wood, who used to play with, who's also in the Padres org. So I'm really excited to get out there just to play with new teammates, play with really good competition.
Yeah, and you've already experienced a lot. You mentioned the Arizona Fall League, big league spring training last year, winning a Cal League title with Single A Lake Elsinore. We'll let you get out here with a few quick ones at third base. And right now, you've helped lead this team to first place and to a lot of wins. What's the best post-game victory meal?
I would say Cane's, but we don't really get that a lot. So honestly, I go with a good Smoothie King. Smoothie King's pretty good for me, but post-game, maybe a steak, some mashed potatoes. That's usually pretty good.
You're a hibachi guy, right?
Yeah, I'm a big hibachi guy, but I haven't been able to go this week. I had no time, so that's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, well, otherwise, because you're putting in a lot of work getting ready, favorite music to listen to in the cage?
It's really whatever Bray puts on. I don't really get to choose, so whatever's on, whether it's Latin music, country, or it's rap, I'm cool with everything.
All right, we'll get you out on this one. Favorite card game to play in the clubhouse?
The boys and I have been playing euchre a lot. It's been pretty big. We play it here. We played it on the bus to Lake County and back. Yeah, we're getting pretty invested in that game.
That's a Midwest staple. Well, Jackson's been a lot of fun to watch you here in the Midwest League this season. Best of luck in Seattle and going forward.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
TinCap shortstop Jackson Merrill here at Parkview Fields.
So in the middle of summer, there's always a couple of changes with the team, couple new players, a couple players get promoted. That's something that happens in minor league baseball, but that team continues to be hot, right, Derek?
Yeah, it sure does. And you look at the new guys that have come in. One is the number 4 Padres prospect, Robbie Snelling, actually the youngest pitcher in the Midwest League. He's 19 years old, about a month younger than Victor Lizarraga, who's also 19. And then you look forward to the number 30 Padres prospect, just jumped in the rankings recently, is former Duke player Graham Pauley, who burst onto the scene a couple weeks ago at Lake County with one of the most outstanding debuts in TinCaps history. Had 2 homers and a double in that game and 5 RBIs. So he certainly burst on, and he's off to a great start.
Cool, a lot of clutch moments already for these new players to the new additions to the team. Let's talk about this week's a matchup. What do we expect?
Yeah, this is a Lake County team that TinCaps have become very familiar with this season. These will be games 19 through 24 against the Captains. So they've played Lake County more than any other team in the Midwest League so far this year. And the TinCaps just recently took 4 out of 6 on their last road trip against Lake County. So really good stuff. They had a bunch of home runs in that series. They actually homered 21 times over 2 series at Lake County this year. But this is a Captains team that has several of the Guardians' top prospects, including Chase DeLauder, who is in the top 10 in the Guardians system. DeLauder's a big outfielder, actually missed most of the first half of the season and then bounced back here in the second half. He's off to a tremendous tear to begin the season, or his season, I guess, here at High A. He's hitting close to 500 in his return now with the Captains. So he's definitely a guy to watch this week, but this should be an exciting series overall.
Still a lot of baseball to play yet this season, but with the position that we're in right now, it's hard to believe we're saying playoffs are still possible.
Oh, no question. And this team deserves it more than just about anybody. You look back, this team has played well above 500 baseball since the middle of May. After what ended up being a cold start in the cold weather has completely flipped around. They were one of the best teams in the Midwest League in the second half of the first half, and now they are in first place heading into the series in the Eastern Division.
Awesome, awesome. Hot weather, hot things happen to the ballpark, hot team. It's very exciting, a hot time to be at Parkview Field. We're glad that you're joining us here at the ballpark. If you want to be caught up on all the things going on with the TinCaps, how the team is doing, what promotions are happening, all special things like that, make sure you go to TinCaps.com. You'll find all the information you need there. And remember, that official site to get tickets, TinCapsTickets.com. And then, of course, there's the social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and now Threads.
And YouTube.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah, we'll get there. At TinCaps. I gotta go through the whole checklist. At TinCaps, you'll find all the stuff that we're doing and all the different Orchard Team store items and everything else that we're excited to share there. And yes, as Morgan mentioned, YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Plenty of video content being uploaded all the time. The latest things that we're working on. It's pretty cool to be able to see what's going on here at the ballpark, even when you're not in your seat catching the games. Thanks so much for joining us for another episode of the Core Report. I'm Chris Darby. Morgan, Derek, thank you guys for being here. We'll see you out at Parkview Field.